Assalamu alaikum dear students. Today we will discuss General Biochemistry MCQs Part 4th. What is the chemical formula for ammonia? Option A NH3, option B N2, option C NO2 and option D H2O. So the correct option is A NH3. What is the chemical formula for hydrogen peroxide? Option A H2O2, option B CO2, option C HCl and option D NaCl. So the correct option is A H2O2. Which of the following is a transition metal? Option A iron, B potassium, C calcium and option D sodium. So the correct option is A iron. This is very important MCQs. Which of the following is a non-metal? Option A sodium, B oxygen, C magnesium and option D aluminum. So the correct option is B oxygen. What is the chemical formula for sulfuric acid? Option A H2SO4, option B HCl, option C NaOH and option D CH4. So the correct option is A H2SO4. The synthesis of urea occurs in option A kidney, B liver, C muscle and option D brain. So the correct option is B liver. Histamine is involved in acute inflammatory responses and is released from mast cells. Which of the following statements is incorrect? Option A it is found in blood, basophils, platelets and mast cells. Option B it causes increased permeability of the arterioles. Option C it may be released by physical trauma and option D it causes constriction of the large vessel. So the correct option is A. It is found in blood basophils, platelets and mast cells. Steatosis refers to the accumulation of which of the following in cells? Option A thin filaments, B triglyceride, C keratin filaments and option D glycogen. So the correct option is B triglyceride. Excessive amounts of ammonia in the blood are extremely toxic for the brain because of option A glutamate synthesis, B glutamine synthesis, option C alanine synthesis and option D urea synthesis. So the correct option is B glutamine synthesis. Stimuli causing cellular injury do so by the which of the following mechanism? Option A ATP depletion, B loss of mitochondrial membrane potential, C loss of membrane permeability and option D all of the above. So the correct option is D. The name of the protein that has been identified to serve as primer for glycogen synthesis is option A glycoprotein, B glycogen synthase, option C glycogenine and option D glutathione. So the correct option is C glycogenine. Dash amino acids are degraded to yield pyruvate or citric acid cycle intermediates. Option A glucogenic, option B ketogenic, option C lipogenic and option D all of the above. So the correct option is A, glucogenic. Which biochemical pathways deliver amino nitrogen from muscle cells to the liver to be disposed of in urea molecules? Option A, Krebs cycle, B, Cori cycle, C, purine cycle, and option D, glucose alanine cycle. So the correct option is D, glucose alanine cycle. What type of bond joins monosaccharide to form disaccharides? Option A, peptide bond, B, glycosidic bond, C, ester bond, and option D, hydrogen bond. So the correct option is B, glycosidic bond. So red poison inhibits which enzyme of the TCA cycle? Option A, N-aconitase, B, isocitrate dehydrogenase, C, alpha ketoglutarate dehydrogenase, and option D, fumarase. So the correct option is A, N-aconitase. Reactions of the urea cycle take place in the liver cells. Option A, in cytosol, B, only in lysosome, C, in the mitochondrial matrix, and option D, both in the cytosol and mitochondrial matrix. So the correct option is D. The most important enzyme involved in the oxidative deamination is option A, ALT, B, glutamate dehydrogenase, C, carbamoyl phosphate, and option D, glycine transaminase. So the correct option is A, ALT. Albinism is caused by the deficiency of option A, dioxygenase, B, tyrosinase, C, arginase, and option D, arginosuccinate. So the correct option is B, tyrosinase. The enzyme involved in the conversion of glutamate to the ammonia is option A, glutamate dehydrogenase, option B, glutamate oxidase, C, glutamate decarboxylase, and option D, glutamic oxidase. So the correct option is A, glutamate dehydrogenase. Transport of fatty acid from the cytoplasm to the mitochondrial matrix requires option A, ATP, carnitine, and coenzyme A. Option B, ATP, carnitine, and pyruvate dehydrogenase. Option C, ATP, coenzyme A, and hexokinase, and option D, ATP, coenzyme A, and pyruvate dehydrogenase. So the correct option is A. The most predominant lipid component of chylomicrons is option A, cholesterol, B, triglycerides, C, phospholipids, and option D, glycerol. So the correct option is B, triglycerides. The lipoprotein involved in the reverse cholesterol transport is option A, LDL, B, HDL, C, VLDL, and option D, chylomicron. So the correct option is B, HDL. Reactions and processes that break down material and transform fuel into cellular energy are referred to the option A, anabolic, B, catabolic, C, intermediary metabolism. So the correct option is B, catabolic. Plasma lipoprotein that is inversely correlated with coronary heart disease is option A LDL, B HDL, C VLDL, and option D chylomicron. So the correct option is B HDL. In gout, toffee are mostly made up of option A monosodium urates, B oxalates, C phosphates, and option D pyrophosphatase. So the correct option is A monosodium urates. A genetic disorder in which the patients have an irresistible urge to bite their finger and lips. Option A Lesch-Nyhan syndrome, B gout, C Down syndrome, and option D Klinefelter syndrome. So the correct option is A. The product of purine metabolism in humans is option A xanthine, B uric acid, C urea, and option D calcium. So the correct option is B uric acid. The cardiac muscle contains which of the following CK isoenzyme? Option A BB only, option B MM and BB only, option C MM, BB and MB all of them, and option D MM and MB only. So the correct option is B. A science that deals with the interaction of nutrients in food and its relation to the maintenance, growth, reproduction, health, and disease of an organism is option A nutrition, B dietetics, option C food technology, and option D food science. So the correct option is A nutrition. So this is very important MCQs. The following is the most important essential fatty acid in the diet. Option A linoleic acid, B arachidonic acid, C oleic acid, and option D palmitic acid. So the correct option is A linoleic acid. A diet containing 10 grams of proteins will give option A 40 kilocalories, B 4 kilocalories, C 10 kilocalories, and option D 9 kilocalories. So the correct option is A 40 kilocalories. A continuous supply of energy to the body is necessary to meet the requirements of option A basal metabolic rate, B specific dynamic action, C physical activity, and option D all of them. So the correct option is D. A dynamic action is the greatest for the following foodstuff. Option A protein, B carbohydrate, C fat, and option D vitamins. So the correct option is A protein. The percentage of absorbed nitrogen retained in the body represents option A biological value of protein, option B protein efficiency ratio, option C net protein utilization, and option D all of the above. So the correct option is A biological value of protein. Allopurinol is a potential suicide inhibitor of the enzyme option A ADA, option B xanthine oxidase, option C HGPRT, and option D G6PD. So the correct option is B xanthine oxidase. The reference protein for the calculation of the chemical score is option A meat protein, B fish protein, C. Milk protein, and option D. Egg protein. So the correct option is D. Egg protein. Which region of the large intestine is responsible for water absorption and electrolytes? Option A. Ascending colon, B. Transverse colon, C. Descending colon, and option D. Sigmoid colon. So the correct option is A. Ascending colon. Food developed, grown, or raised without the use of synthetic pesticides, chemicals, or hormones are option A. Inorganic food, option B. Organic food, C. Natural food, and option D. Synthetic food. So the correct option is B. Organic food. A fatty acid with 14 carbons will undergo how many cycles of beta oxidation? Option A 4, option B 6, option C 7, and option D 5. So the correct option is B 6. An ideal BMI for a healthy person. Option A 18.9 to 24.9. Option B less than 18. Option C more than 25. And option D 25 to 30. So the correct option is A 18.9 to 24.9. An oxidation of which substance in the body yields the most calorie per gram? Option A glucose, B animal protein, C plant protein, and option D lipids. So the correct option is D lipids. Bacterial locomotion is accomplished by option A fimbria, B flagella, C cytoskeleton, and option D both A and B. So the correct option is D. The order of stains in the gram staining procedure is option A crystal violet, iodine solution, alcohol, and safranin. Option B iodine solution, crystal violet, safranin, and alcohol. Option C alcohol, crystal violet, iodine solution, and safranin. So the correct option is A crystal violet, iodine solution, alcohol, and safranin. The study of algae is known as option A algology, B phycology, C mycology, and option D bacteriology. So the correct option is B phycology. Caseous necrosis is characterized morphologically by option A preservation of tissue outline, B basophilia, C semi-liquid consistency, and option D liquid consistency. So the correct option is C semi-liquid consistency. Which tissue is the most susceptible to liquefactive necrosis following ischemic injury? Option A pancreas, B liver, C spleen, and option D brain. So the correct option is D brain. Coagulative necrosis usually results from option A abscess formation, B ischemia, C trauma, and option D tuberculosis. So the correct option is A abscess formation. In which of the following organs is steatosis not seen? Option A heart, B kidney, C lung, and option D liver. So the correct option is C lung. In acute inflammation, what is the correct sequence of events about vascular flow and key labor? Option A vasodilation, margination, stasis, vasoconstriction. Option B vasoconstriction, stasis, margination, and vasodilation. Option C vasodilation, stasis, vasoconstriction, margination, and option D vasoconstriction, vasodilation, stasis, margination. So the correct option is B. Which one of the following is not a source of histamine? Option A mast cell, B. Basophils, C. Platelets, and option D. leukocytes. So the correct option is A. Mast cell. Which one of the following is a cell-derived mediator? Option A. Kinins, B. Complements, C. Proteases, and option D. Cytokinase. So the correct option is A. Kinin. Which one of the following not the function of prostaglandins? Option A. Vasodilation, B. Pain, option C. Fever, and option D. Killing microbes. So the correct option is D. Proteins are made up of option A. Sugar, B. Fatty acid, C. Nucleic acid, and option D. Amino acid. So the correct option is D. Amino acid. The unit of energy produced by food in the human body is called option A. Watt, B. DNA, C. Calorie, and option D. Ampere. So the correct option is C. Calorie. The amount of water in mammalian blood is option A. 99%, B. 98%, C. 90%, and option D. 92%. So the correct option is C. 90%. Which of the following is not a source of vitamin C? Option A. Potato, B. Tomato, C. Guava, and option D. Milk. So the correct option is D. Milk. So this is very important MCQs. Which of the following vitamins are fat soluble? Option A. Vitamin A, B, C, and D. Option B. Vitamin A, D, E, and K. Option C. Vitamin A, B, D. And option D. None of these. So the correct option is B. Vitamins A, D, E, and K. The study of the relationship between organism and their environment is called option A. Ecology, B. Oncology, C. Ethology, and option D. None of these. So the correct option is A. Ecology. Ozone is present in which of the following layers of the atmosphere? Option A. Troposphere and thermosphere. Option B. Troposphere and stratosphere. Option C. Mesosphere, and option D. Thermosphere. So the correct option is B. The most abundant element in Earth's crust is option A. Silicon, B. Oxygen, C. Aluminum, and option D. None of these. So the correct option is B. Oxygen. A solid ball of metal has spherical cavity inside it. If the ball is heated, the volume of cavity will option A. Increase, B. Decrease, C. Remain unaffected, and so the correct option is B. Decrease. Which of the following vitamins is water soluble? Option A. Vitamins B and E. Option B. Vitamin A and B. And option C. Vitamin C and D. And option D. Vitamins B and C. So the correct option is D. Vitamin B and C. In railway tracks, a small gap is left between the rails. Option A. To allow for an expansion during heat. Option B. To save the cost of metal. Option C. To permit the shrinkage of metal. So the correct option is A. To allow for expansion during heat. Which of the following vitamins is produced in the body with the help of sunlight? Option A. Vitamin D, B. Vitamin E, option C. Vitamin K, and option D. None of these. So the correct option is A. Vitamin D. So this is very important MCQs. Which of the following vitamins helps in clotting of the blood? Option A. Vitamin B, option B. Vitamin A, option C. Vitamin D, and option D. Vitamin K. So the correct option is D. Vitamin K. as we climb up the mountain, the atmospheric pressure will be option A decrease, B increase, C remain the same, and option D none of these. So the correct option is A decrease. So this is very important MCQs. Heart attack is caused due to option A blood sugar, B cholesterol, C blood protein, and option D blood urea. So the correct option is B cholesterol. Vitamin D prevents option A tooth disease, option B bone disease, option C eye diseases, and option D skin diseases. So the correct option is B bone diseases. Which of the following diseases is not waterborne? Option A cholera, B influenza, C amoebasis, and option D typhoid. So the correct option is B influenza. Which of the following diseases has posed a serious threat the world over? Option A tumor, B paralytic stroke, option C AIDS, and option D tuberculosis. So the correct option is C AIDS. The credit of the inventing the television goes to option A Faraday, B Baird, C Edison, and option D Marconi. So the correct option is B. Who discovered circulation of the blood in the human body? Option A Edward Jenner, B Joseph Lister, option C William Harvey, and option D John Essels. So the correct option is C. Dystrophic calcification is option A occurs in normal tissue, B is associated with hypercalcemia, C is seen in vitamin D related diseases, and option D occurs in the erytheromatous disease. So the correct option is C is seen in vitamin D related diseases. So this is very important MCQs. Ischemic injury, option A may be caused by any state of reduced oxygen delivery, option A. Option B is associated with an efflux of calcium and sodium, option C leads to reduced glycolysis in the cell, and option D usually results in necrotic pattern of injury. So the correct option is A may be caused by any state of reduced oxygen delivery. If you like this video, please subscribe my YouTube channel. अगर आपको ये वीडियो पसंद है, बराए मेहरबानी मेरे YouTube चैनल को सब्सक्राइब ज़रूर करें. Typhoid and cholera are typical examples of option A infection disease, B airborne diseases, C waterborne diseases, and option D none of these. So the correct option is C waterborne disease. What is the chemical formula for carbon monoxide? Options: option A CO, B CO2, option C CH4, and option D C2H6. So the correct option is A CO. Thank you for watching my videos.